Hello there, my beautiful friends and Lightworkers. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful to each and every one of you for being here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. Now, if you're finding yourself entering this collective space, you are actually called to be here today. Remember, everyone, we have a lot of light inside of us. We're meant to actually shine it in the world. And some of you are very aware of the light that you carry and you are shining it all the way through. Some of us are just waking up to our light and we're trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I'm meant to do with this light? And this is why I have this special series for light workers, is just to help us get through our lives and figure out life as a light worker. So I started this morning with a meditation and I pulled 3 messages for all of us. So I'm super excited to share with you what these messages are. But before I actually start, I wanted to share with you exactly what it is that I'm doing for you today. So I'm going to open your reading with a spirit animal card, see what kind of energy we can work with through a spirit animal. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what message Spirit has for you, followed by a bonus card from the Work Your Light Oracle, where I read you the interpretation from the guidebook. Today, I'm going to pull 3 personal messages for all of you. So this is where I'm going to ask you to pause the video, take a deep breath, connect to Spirit, and then come back to receive these messages. I'm then going to close off with an angel number. So those of you that are watching today, if you've been seeing signs through animals or insects, any kind of repeating numbers or angel numbers, this is all going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So make sure you stay tuned for all of this, my beautiful friends. All right, let's call in Spirit first and open up your reading here. So 3 messages. The first one here was door to power. So the door to power is opening for you and you have access to all of this energy, very intense, very strong, powerful energy that is coming through for you. Okay, so let's read the message of this card. Your courage to stand up for what you believe in will bring great blessings to your life. So once again, everyone, your courage to stand up for what you believe in will bring you great blessings to your life. We've got keywords here: ruling, power, respect, and wealth. Okay, remember that you are not here to compete with anyone. You are here to rule your reality. Those of you that are watching, you have a lot of power. You have a lot of light that you're meant to shine in the world. And I feel that respect is a big part of it, and wealth is also tied to it. Okay, so Spirit just wanted to remind you that you do actually wear a crown on your head. This is metaphorically, right? Symbolically, and there is just so much that is being offered to you here. And I just feel that the floodgates have opened. There's a flood of energy coming in for all of us. And let's go on to the second card here. Your time is now. Spirit is saying your time is now. Some of you might be seeing a lot of clocks or timing around you, seeing numbers in the shape of clocks, right? That's coming in as a confirmation. Or perhaps the image of this card is resonating for you in some way here. So the message is you're at the right place. Those of you that are watching, you are at the right place at the right time. You have to do what you're meant to do. Okay, so once again, you're at the right place at the right time. You have to do what you're meant to do. You know what that is that you're meant to do. The keywords here are ready, time sensitive, and act now. So I do feel this is a time sensitive message for all of us. You're meant to act right now as you are watching this reading with whatever it is that is coming through for you. Okay, so again, ready, time sensitive, and act now. And your third message today is gateway of gifts. Look at this. We have a gateway of gifts available to us. And I feel some of you are experiencing some of these gifts. And I feel these are special gifts that we naturally harness. These are talents, special abilities that we have that we're meant to use in the world. So let's read the message of this card. Keep doing what you're doing, and your goodwill will come back to you tenfold. So once again, keep doing what you're doing and your goodwill will come back to you tenfold. Remember that. I feel sometimes it's so hard to be a light worker because we're giving so much of ourselves and sometimes we don't get that back in return. But know that when we're giving a lot of ourselves, when we give it in an unconditional way without any kind of strings attached or any expectations for receiving something in return, this is where the magic happens, okay? So the keywords here is generosity, windfall, and trade-off. So some of you are about to experience a windfall in your life, some sort of a trade-off, and generosity is in the air. So the energy that you put out there is going to definitely come back to you tenfold. But sometimes it comes in a way that we're not expecting, okay? So this is where Spirit is asking you to be open and receptive to how these gifts, some of these blessings that are coming in, and just be open and receptive to them in the way and shape that they show up for you, because sometimes they show up in ways, again, that we're not expecting. Okay, so these were the messages coming through my meditation, and I feel not everyone is going to see this video. Not everyone is going to receive this message. There's only a few of us that are in this frequency, this vibration, to receive this message today. So I am so happy that you're here with me today, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. From the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful for you being here and receiving this message. I feel Spirit really wanted to share this with you, and there's a lot more that is going to come through for you. So let's go ahead and start with an animal spirit card. So some of you are seeing animal spirits, even tapping into the energy of animal spirits. Let's see what it is that's going to come through for you today. So we are getting for you, my friends, red panda. Look at this. Have any of you seen a red panda in your life? This is coming in as a confirmation. I feel pandas just in general, if you're seeing these animals or even just tapping into this energy, this is a confirmation for you today. And if you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. So the message here is create balance in your life by harmonizing your inner and outer worlds. 100% alignment is key. So once again, create balance in your life by harmonizing your inner and outer worlds, everyone. 100% alignment is key. I feel there's some sort of a breakthrough, some sort of an opening through that alignment, that 100% of alignment that you can create in your life through balancing. And I feel this has been the message for a lot of the signs, a lot of us out there, right? Because I've been doing individual readings for everyone, and balance has been an important part of creating this alignment and able to see things a little bit more clearly as we walk our path, as we share our light in the world. I do feel a lot of you have been doing some shadow work. I've been picking up on a lot of shadow work, and this came through my first reading that I did for all of us, right? For Lightworkers, is that underworld energy working with the darkness in order to create that light. I feel this is still within the energy that we're working with right now, right? We're all on our own journey and we're walking a different path than one another. And there is almost like this unified approach that is coming in with all kinds of energies where we're meant to work together and share our light with the world. And what I always pick up with this is Care Bears countdown. You know how the Care Bears used to do countdowns and they used to shine their light together, and they're all different colors. They represent something different. This is how it's coming in for all of us in the world. So we are being called to spread our light and know that you are tough. Those of you that are watching, you are really strong. You have been given the power to do this work. So Spirit is saying, let's do this work and not let anything get in our way. Sometimes life just gets in the way. Different things happen to us, right? And there's challenges that we're meant to face, but I feel this is a part of our spiritual journey. It's a part of our evolution, our growth, our expansion. We evolve and become a version of ourselves through the experiences that we experience. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So King of Swords, look at that. We got a white owl. Some of you might be seeing owls around you. Maybe this is a spirit animal that is tied to you in some way and you work with the energy of the owl. Now with the King of Swords, this is letting me know that you're in a very powerful position right now because you're highly intuitive. Some of you are very gifted and you're working with your gifts, using that for the highest good of all, right? And what I'm getting here is through focus and balance, you're going to see things through. And some of you are developing your gifts of seeing, foresight, through that focus, repetition, consistency, having a grounded schedule for yourself, making a point to spend time with yourself to develop your gifts, strengthen them, and then wield them and use them in the world. There's a lot of power here for you, and you're going to be in a position where people are going to look to you for advice. You are here to teach. You are also here to inspire everyone. Okay, so a lot of power here with this card. So Your second card here is the moon. Look at this. So some of you work with the moon's energy, right? The moon phases. And what's happening here is what was once in the dark or hidden from you is now being revealed. And this is through your intuition. This is through even mediumship. I'm getting mediumship coming in, answers that perhaps past ones are bringing in for some of you. So this is you working your light, working your magic in the world, but through a silent and darker energy. And again, this is why I feel that Underworld came in again today's reading, is because some of you are working with shadows. You're doing some shadow work, working with dark light. But also it's very quiet and different times of the hour. This is really interesting that is coming through here, because some of you do really well in the evening hours. It seems to be quiet, and there's a lot of signs and information, communication from spirit that comes to you in the dark hours. Okay, now this is a major arcana card, so this energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it tends to be in the background. So some of you might feel this intensely, while others, you might feel this subtly. All right, working with the moon. We've got some wolves in the background here as well. And I'm getting a split image here with this card, like polar opposites, parallel realities. I've got, this is so interesting how this is showing up. Page of Swords. Look at this. We got double swords energy. So some of you are really connected to spirit, to the divine and a higher power, and you're using this for good. Some of you are just coming into this awareness of a gift or this connection to spirit. And what I feel is happening is there's a lot of synchronicities that are taking place, a lot of signs coming in, and some of you are reaching this newer frequency, a newer vibration, where it feels like you're a new energy in this vast open space, this plane of energy. So there's a lot that you're going to learn here, everyone. And some of you are embarking on your spiritual gifts. Some of you are just becoming aware of the light that you carry and how you're meant to use it. So what I'm getting here is a beginner energy, but I'm also getting a lot of success, a lot of excitement and joy in the journey of this discovery of yourself. So this is really exciting for you, everyone. We've got a crow in the background. This could be a raven. So definitely there's a lot of different messages coming in. And if you actually take a look at all of these cards, they're all blue. Okay, so the color blue might be prominent in your life. Some reason this blue energy is coming through, and all three cards, it's just so amazing. Now, I'm seeing some of you really taking care of your mind, body, and temple, focusing on your wellness, your mind, body, and spirit. And I feel this is very important, especially at this time, right? Everything with planetary alignments, everything that is happening in the cosmos is really working in our favor to help us move forward with our physical well-being, right? So this is where we implement practices that focus on our well-being, on our health, our wellness, our mind, right? Now, before I begin here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this along to somebody that might need to hear it. Okay. And the other thing is, everyone, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This will not only strengthen your intuition, but you will receive your own messages. And I'm always interested in hearing your messages here, everyone. What are these cards presenting in your life? It might be completely different than what I'm sharing with you today, right? Because they show up differently for each and every one of us. So share with me in the comment section below, and know that I do read all of your comments. Sometimes with my busy schedule, I just am not able to comment back or respond to them, but know that you are a part of my morning ritual. I read every single comment, and by the time I'm done reading the comments, I have to get back to work. So know that you are all a part of my day, a part of my ritual, okay? So this is such a beautiful energy here, and I do feel some of you are Implementing practices, like I'm getting a lot of journaling here. Some of you are reading, taking in information, expanding your knowledge, understanding the world a little bit better, understanding your gifts a little bit better. And I feel this is where the power actually lies for you, is to just understand yourself a little bit more and the gift that you naturally have, the one that you're developing or trying to master. Okay, this is what I'm getting here with the King of Swords. This is very grounded. This person is in a place where discipline is definitely in the background. This person understands and knows their own energy and how to work with it. But it's taken a lot of work to get to this place. And I feel a lot of you are in that process where you are developing and becoming that version of you that can show up in the world to spread that light in a much more balanced way, right? So what's happening here is Spirit is really asking you to implement practices, which I feel a lot of us already do, but those of us that are feeling like things are a little bit all over the place, upside down, because this world does feel like it's a little bit upside down. There's a lot of different energies that are at work, a lot of dark energies I've been finding. So you'll have to share with me what it is that you are feeling here, everyone, because I've been picking up on a lot of really different energies. So I feel that people are not even aware. That's the other thing. Awareness is down. Not understanding the energies that are actually out there in the world and how we can conjure them into our lives without even knowing that we're doing that through the words that we're speaking, the actions through us, right? Some of us that are not awake are unaware of these energies. And I feel some of us are picking up on these. There's different ones that are coming in, and I feel that there are different kinds of portals opening, and this might not resonate for everyone today, this part that I'm talking about, but there are portals that are opening, and I feel there are energies that are entering our world that are not a part of our world, that are different than what we're used to, right? So we have a lot of different kind of energies, and we want to keep ourselves protected and safe. Now, having some sort of a ritual or some sort of a practice that protects our energy, even having some sort of a crystal that we carry around. We can consecrate using a candle by setting intentions, right? So that's what I do. Any of you that are interested in magic intention candles, my sister-in-law actually makes these, and it comes with a stone, a crystal that is consecrated after you've set an intention and lit the candle. So I've got links to these candles in the description box below, and we're actually putting together a protection box. That's going to come out soon in September. So keep an eye out for that, everyone. But I do feel having some sort of clearing of energies, having some sort of sage or incense to clear the energy around you. To practice, it's not even practice, to perform this clearing at least once a week in your home or the space that you spend most of your time in. Okay? That came in a strong way here, because I do feel some of you are fighting with energies that aren't even yours, which is making your journey a little bit more harder. But know that you have this, okay? You have this, you got this, you're doing really good. Those of you that are watching that have been going through tough times, you are doing really good, my friends. Keep moving forward. I know it's tough when we face tough situations, ones that we can't even control, and we just have to surrender and let go and allow ourselves to flow through it. And through this connection, we are going to be guided through whatever it is that we're going through. So hold strong here. Know that you are safe and you are protected. And remember, I feel that there's this expansion happening somewhere in your life, a specific area here. Those of you that are watching, you're feeling this definitely. And it's really interesting because some of you are finding that you're connecting with people on a different level here. This could be a person that has always been in your life, or this could be a new person that has entered your life. And it's a like-minded energy. It's an energy that you are attracting into your life because of your mindset, right? I feel mindset is very important. I talk about this all the time, and living through that mindset of abundance, growth, love, positivity is where it's at. And if we're able to adopt this mindset, really live in that mindset, we're going to see huge improvements in our lives and the way that we actually navigate our life. We're going to see improvements there as well. So if you haven't already, grab my 14-day mindset challenge. I've got a link for it in the description box below. It's everything that I have created for all of you to use that I use in my own life through this ebook. So again, the link is in the description box below. Spirit is just reminding you that you have the power, you have the knowledge, you have all the tools. You are also very wise beyond your years. Some of you are old souls. There's a lot of information, a lot of experiences that you have gone through lifetimes that you have access to, right? So I feel this information is coming through and it is expanding. It is growing for you through you learning. This is you picking up new skill sets. This is you learning more about your spiritual gifts. This is you learning more about the world and everything in it. So I myself am now reading a book on Kabbalah magic, right? Rituals and things that I'm interested in, right? But what I'm really into occult knowledge right now. Things that people use that are more in the higher realms of this world that have learned how to use it, but I want to use it rather than dark light. I'm using light, my light, to shine in the world and bring it, like learning everything and then bring it out in my own way. Right? So I feel some of you are also in this process where you're taking in a lot of knowledge. Remember, knowledge is power, right? And the information and the knowledge that we're taking in, we're meant to actually apply it in our lives. Some of us out there take in a lot of knowledge, but don't actually use it. And we just feel, sometimes some of us feel very empowered just by reading things, watching things which motivate us, but then we don't take the actions on applying some of that information, some of that knowledge we have acquired, right? So it's really important that as you're picking up and learning, that you're actually applying some of that information that you have learned, practicing it, strengthening it, mastering it, and it becomes second nature for you, right? So this is what this King of Swords energy is for you, to have focus, a clear vision. And that's the other thing that's coming through here as well, is clear vision. If you have a clear vision and aim, a destination that you're working towards, you're going to reach that goal. It's like a goal, a dream, a desire. It's in the distance, right? And it's good to make plans, but be open with your plans because plans can change. Right? So this is where you're open and receptive, taking in whatever it is that the universe is sending your way, no matter what it looks like. Sometimes we have challenges or obstacles that we have to face, but when we have a clear vision, when we are open and connected to spirit, that guidance comes in and we are very aware of how we're going to move through a challenge, how we're going to either jump over it, go around it, go under it, or break through it. So you're being given a lot of strength. You're seeing a lot of signs around you, especially through owls, letting you know that you have a lot of wisdom. You are connected at this time. And the owl, I feel, is a reminder to you that spirit is with you no matter what. Okay? That you have access to knowledge. You have access to information on how to get through whatever it is that you're going through at this time. All right. And you're going to come out on top. You're going to be in a place where you are an authority some way in your life. And remember, you are the authority of your own life, right? So they're wanting you to really ground yourself, have some sort of foundation that you can lay in your life, something that is rooted for you, that's truth in you, that is authentic to you, because integrity is coming up here as well. So solid foundations in all areas of your life where you have some healthy boundaries and you kind of stick to that. This is like your map that you have created for yourself, because this is where you know yourself internally, right? And you're able to move through that externally in your reality. I hope it makes sense there, but I feel spirit is wanting you to lay some solid foundations in areas of your life, your work, your relationships, your values, your beliefs, right? And your experience is uniquely yours. Everything that you have gone through is your truth. So that's where you can take information and gather information, structure it, and create some sort of a solid foundation from that, right? So we got the Moon card. There's a lot that is being revealed to some of you at this time, a lot that is coming through intuitively, also through the experiences that you are experiencing. I feel sometimes we can feel like we're in a place of darkness, that we're not really sure of where our journey is taking us, where our life is taking us, where the day is even taking us, right? And it can, yes, feel like we're in the dark sometimes, but right now what is happening is the moon is rising And it's illuminating areas and parts of your life where perhaps you need to do some work. I do feel that things are being reflected or even projected to you. So internally, whatever's happening is now coming through in your reality. So some of you might be seeing somebody that is reflecting energy at you, like you're seeing this part of yourself in someone else. And I feel this is happening intentionally because you're meant to be aware of whatever this energy is within you, right? Perhaps someone is saying something to you. Maybe there's an argument or something that is kind of clashing here. But what's happening is spirit is projecting to you or reflecting to you what it is that's going on within you through this person. Okay, this is really interesting. Or even a situation that is unfolding in your life that might not feel good. What's happening ultimately is there are things that were kind of hidden that you needed to work on that are now surfacing, right? And sometimes it doesn't feel good to do shadow work, to deal with emotions that were maybe suppressed or things that are coming up that you thought you worked on and healed. That's another part of this card. There's a lot of old wounds that we feel that we have healed that are now popping up. And I feel the reason why is there's something that is coming through these old wounds that you have healed. Okay, and it doesn't make sense right now, but it will make sense for you. Those of you that are watching that are confused or uncertain, feeling like you're lost in the darkness, things are resurfacing again. You're like, what is even going on right now? This doesn't feel right. I feel there's a purpose behind it. And this is a part of your spiritual journey. It's a part of your spiritual evolution. So allow all of these things to come through and work on them, because this is a part of your magic. This is you developing that gift. This is you developing that version of yourself that is going to be able to help others out there. And those of you that aren't sure if you're a light worker, you're kind of like, okay, how do I even know that I'm a light worker? You're going to know because you're going to want to help others. You're someone who is very generous. You are someone that actually cares about the world, about the people in it, about the animals, right? And you know that there's something that you're meant to do that is bigger than yourself. This is how you know you're a light worker. You're connected, you're intuitive, you're able to pick up on information that other people can't see. And some of you have known this since you were young, right? Some of us had these gifts, have known and been aware of who we are since we were young. So you'll have to share with me if you've known for a very long time that you are in fact different. You're here for something bigger. There's a mission. You're very aware of it, right? And some of us are just coming to this place where we are becoming aware and waking up to some of this energy within us, right? And I feel that when we go through dark periods, when we go through challenges or obstacles, they're put there for us to actually evolve and grow into that version of ourselves that is able to spread that light. And sometimes that light needs to be activated through some of the challenges that we go through. Sometimes we are given spiritual tests, right? And these tests, they help develop us. And it doesn't feel good in the moment when we're going through those tests, but there's a purpose for it. There's the reason behind why we're going through the things that we're going through. And I learned this over time because I didn't live a great life. I'm sure we all have a story, right? I sure do have a story. One day I will write it. But I went through a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain, a lot of really hard times. And when I look back at that, I see why. I'm like, oh my gosh. Had I not gone through all of that, I wouldn't be here today, right? So I feel your purpose is being revealed here through the moon. Some of you are dealing with that version of yourself that needs to be tamed. So this is that inner wild, untamed version of yourself. And sometimes that version needs to come out in order to navigate through whatever situation that you're going through. So I do feel there is a really good balance of that inner wild beast within. This is like a werewolf that is coming through, right? And this is why we have wolves in the background. And I feel that you're meant to work with your dark and your light energies, okay? Masculine, feminine, yin and yang. And these are showing up and sprouting. It's funny that they're asking me to use the word sprouting because I feel this feels more like weeds, but it's actually not. They're sprouting and there's something that they're meant to form into, turn into, transform into from this surfacing, from them showing themselves. And the other thing is I'm getting a split image. I'm getting like a parallel reality, this merging of two energies. And this is something that is very subtle that some of us can't even feel. Some of you are feeling this merging of energies, this intertwining, this like, I don't know, this formation of something within you that is about to shine through. Okay, so get ready for this because I feel this is going to be very powerful. It's like a breakthrough. It's you incrementally rising up in vibration and frequency, but also ascending or even transcending. I feel transcension is happening here for some of you, like you're transcending time and space here. You're feeling the effects of this. And I feel that time, everything is kind of melting or fading away from you. And you're in this place of stillness where you're able to see. And I'm seeing somebody that might have done some sort of a psychedelic, ayahuasca, something that has opened you up. And maybe you're on a boat near water. We've got a connection to water here as well. So it's opening you up to this vast space where it's quiet, it's still, it feels like the void, but it's actually not because I'm seeing water there, just like this image, but it looks a bit different in my mind. There's a lot of mist, and in the distance you can see trees, but it's just you, yourself, and the energy around you that you can feel. So this is really interesting that Spirit is showing me this. And there's some comfort here as well. I'm getting a lot of comfort. This feels like home for some of you. It's almost like Spirit is calling you home. I don't know what this is for you, but it just feels like there's this calling and it just feels right. It feels comfortable. And what I'm getting here is angels, spirit guides that are surrounding you and giving you comfort at this time. So perhaps that is what some of you are feeling. And the timing is right. You're in the right place at the right time. This is why I feel time is fading away. It's maybe slipping away even. This is really interesting, and there's a gateway of gifts and the door to power is open for you. So everything that is happening here is all working together to open you up to something, this new experience. And this is ultimately what is actually happening, is Spirit is showing you that you have a lot of light. It's all about working with your magic, working with your powers, working with your light. This little fairy here, it has a tool belt. They've got a map in this tool belt. They have swords. They know exactly what they need in order to move forward and get to where they're seeing themselves going. This is a much more elevated energy for you. And I feel there's a lot of light codes coming in, which have been coming in for a lot of people. I'm actually going to put some words and images, not images, words, numbers, and things up on the screen here that might resonate for some of you, which are coming here in the background, like initials, names, things like that, animals that you might be seeing. Okay, so those are going to show up here at some point in this video, so keep an eye out for that. I'm getting news, message, definitely some heavy communication happening with you through Spirit. And a lot of you might be seeing ravens or crows around you. I know we see them all the time in the city. Where I live, I see them all the time, but this is different. I feel this is a much bigger crow or raven. And perhaps some of you are seeing it circling around you in the sky. Perhaps it's been following you around. What's happening here is there's communication or message coming in from this raven or crow, this black bird. Okay, and I feel some of you are already connecting with this. You're already connecting with this bird. You know the messages that are coming in. But ultimately what's going on here is I feel there's somebody there that is on the other side that is passed on. This could be an ancestor. This could be a part of your past self from a past life that is communicating with you. Now, the other thing that is coming in is I'm getting a younger person that has come with you in this time, in this lifetime, that was with you in a past life. So, and there's confirmation of that for you. Some of you are recognizing this or waking up to this like, oh my gosh, maybe it's your child, maybe it's a younger sibling or someone that you work with. There's almost like similarities here, or there's some sort of familiarity around their personality or just around their energy that feels so close to you and you can't explain it. Okay, I'm getting this energy coming in, and maybe this person has just recently entered your life, or they've been with you the whole time. There's a really interesting and strange connection here, a familiarity. This is what I'm getting here. Closeness as well. And I feel that maybe this parallel reality might be some of you conversing with this person, communicating, sharing your life story and realizing, oh my gosh, we have lived similar lives, right? And it's so interesting. So it's really eye-opening, but it feels really good to know that there's someone like you out there. This is what I'm feeling here with this Page of Swords. And there's this awareness between the two of you of this. So I don't know how else to explain this. Now I'm getting marks or scars, beauty marks on your body with this person that might be in the same place. Maybe you have the same taste in color, clothing, similarities. And you know what? It's coming up as a twin flame energy. So this is so interesting, a kindred spirit or a twin flame. And I'm getting a child here as well, like a teenager, a young adult, who it has been with you in many lifetimes, that you are partnered up, you're like connected in some way. So you might be a parent to a child right now who was, maybe that child was a parent to you in a past life, because they seem to know more than you, or they're giving you information that you didn't know. And you're kind of like, are you sure you're not my parent? Right? It feels like that. There's somebody around you that you're connected to here that kind of boggles your mind sometimes because of what you hear from them or the conversations that you have with each other. This is really interesting. But what's happening here ultimately is a new experience is coming in for you. And I'm getting a newbie energy, a beginner energy here. And I feel Spirit is wanting you to be open-minded, have a beginner mindset here, to be curious and explore the possibilities of what is actually happening in your life, not to be afraid of it, but rather let's explore it like a young child, right? There's so much to discover here on this path for you. And there's a lot that is coming in that is going to help benefit you, help open you up, expand your life. You're going to experience a lot of spiritual growth here as well. There's an elevation coming in. So some of you might be seeing a lot of mist at night, nighttime hours, the blue sky, a lot of things that you might be seeing in the skies. I'm seeing a connection to other realms and beings from other realms, Lumerians, Palladians, right? All sorts of Anunnakis coming in as well, Starseeds, all sorts of connections that are being made here. So you're going to have to share with me what is going on in your life here, those of you that are watching, because I feel there's a lot of different things that some of us are working on, working with, and bringing into our lives. I feel some of you are calling energy into your life. You're really working with the light that you have, but drawing other kinds of light in. It's really interesting. And also pulling light in from the darkness, working through dark energy. So I love this. I love this for you. It is so beautiful. And there's no harm. I'm getting there is no harm. Like, it's not like you're holding your sword up in a defensive or offensive way here. It's more inner light, right? This sword is pointing towards this person. So it's a light that you're bringing outward. So it's an inner reflection that is outwardly showing itself. I hope I make sense there. Like, something inside of you now is being reflected in your outer reality here. There is this merging of your subconscious, conscious mind. And a lot of times, you know, we are on autopilot mode most of our lives. We're in a rhythm and a flow. And we just kind of move through that on autopilot without even realizing that we're on autopilot. And what's happening here is you have the tools. You're very resourceful to actually snap yourself out of whatever rhythm and flow that you have. And sometimes even as light workers, I feel this is why it's really hard for some of us, because we give a lot of ourselves and we feel sometimes we're not given that back. And that's a part of our journey, right? And that's a part of our evolution. It's a part of why we're here. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it's fair, but there's something more that is coming to you through this journey. Know that. What I'm getting here is this beautiful, profound energy, this experience where you're going to see a lot of blessings in your life, where they're already there, Spirit is saying, right? And sometimes life happens to us, it feels like. And this is why it's so important to have clear focus, to have that connection with Spirit, to really be open to connecting with Spirit and not allowing things and thoughts kind of whirl in your mind, taking you away from the bigger picture of why you're here, right? So they're wanting you to clear any kind of thoughts that are pulling you away from why you're here, initially why you even started, those of you that are doubting yourselves or doubting the path or journey that you're on. Okay, so they're giving you strength, they're giving you messages, communicating with you, and this reading today, as you're here, is a confirmation that you're exactly where you need to be. Everything that is happening in your life is meant to happen for your higher purpose, for your highest good, and the good of humanity. There's something that you're bringing to the world here that is going to help everyone, right? And they're wanting you to come from a place of love, compassion, and kindness, right? We all know that. And know that the energy that you're putting out there is going to come back to you tenfold. Believe that, all right? So what I'm going to do now is pull a bonus card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I'm going to read you the interpretation from the guidebook. Sometimes I find it hard to read some of these interpretations. It's just the wording, right? So I stumble on words, so I apologize beforehand if I do that today. So we are getting for you, everyone, Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. So once again, everyone, you are the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. I love that. Look at this image. Some of you might be resonating with this image. Some of you might be seeing things in this image. So feel free to share them with me as you're looking at this card. What is coming through for you today? So let's pull this interpretation up. Pillar of Light. So these are not in any kind of alphabetical order. So give me a moment here. All right, so the message for all of us today is you are heaven and earth in perfect expression. A conduit for the light of heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angel and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. Without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart, in every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you, they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. So remember that. What a powerful message today. Oh my goodness. So there's a message here on how to work your light activation. So what they want you to do is hold the vision of this card in your heart and say, I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between earth and heaven. So once again, hold the image of this card in your mind and take it down into your heart and say, I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. All right, so look at that. That is your bonus message, everyone. I love it. All right, so what I'm going to do now is ask you to pause the video, take a deep breath, connect to spirit, and then come back to receive these messages. So these are personal messages for you, everyone. It's something specific that spirit wants to share with you today. So we are getting for everyone, first message, a powerful change will transform your life. A powerful change will transform your life. All right. And your second message here is don't spend too much time in despair. Move through the emotions and release it. So once again, don't spend too much time in despair. Move through the emotions and release it. And your third message, lessons in life will repeat until they are learned. Lessons in life will repeat until they are learned. All right. And your angel number, some of you are seeing angel numbers, repeating numbers in your life. This is going to bring you your confirmation and guidance today. So we are getting for you, everyone, motivation. You're being motivated at this time. 111. If you're seeing these numbers in this sequence, this is your confirmation today that you're being motivated or asked to motivate yourself in some way. You're the only one that knows how to motivate yourself. I use music to motivate myself, right? So find ways to motivate yourself. Strength, you're being given strength to make decisions at this time. You're being connected to your purpose. Okay, this is what is happening right now. And there are doors that are open for you, open to opportunities. They want you also to be open to opportunities. Sometimes we have to create our opportunities, right? I'm someone, sometimes I can be impatient, so I don't wait for them. I create my own opportunities. So if you're finding that there are no opportunities coming in, maybe you're not seeing them, it's time for you to create them. Okay, you're being given motivation right now. So this is your reading, my friends. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.